KnowledgeQuest, a tool for helping students and teachers. I'm going over these slides quickly because you can always pause the presentation and read the slides at your leisure. The system marks the challenges, freeing up teacher time. If a student succeeds at the challenges, that student is ready for the exam. For the student, it reduces the stress that comes with learning. Now, to get straight to the demo consists of two parts: the Challenge Maker tool and the Challenge Taker tool. Let's start with the Challenge Maker tool. Here is the Challenge Maker tool. It's the tool used by the teacher to create challenges for students. Challenges are grouped under subject headings: math, English, history. Under math, we have shown 3 challenges. The teacher can select a particular challenge, in this case Math 101. By clicking on it, it will show you the questions in the challenge. And you can delete a question by clicking on the X, and the question will be deleted. So I'll go back to the main screen, and we'll create a new challenge for math. So to do that, we say click on the plus sign, we enter a name for the challenge, and enter a description for the challenge, and then you enter a question. So this is a math challenge, so I'll just enter a simple math question, and you enter the possible answers. And then you tell the system which is the correct answer. And you move on to the next question. Let's say 6 minus 3. Again, enter a number of choices and identify the correct answer. And that's as simple as it is to create a challenge. So you go back, and if I go back to the very beginning, you'll see now we have Challenge 2 added to the list of challenges under Math. If I click on Challenge 2, it shows us the 2 questions we just added. And if I click on the question, tunneling down, it shows the question and all the answers and the correct answer. And that's as simple as it is to create a challenge. Now let's move on to the Challenge Taker tool, the tool that the student will use to take the challenge. What we're seeing here is the Challenge Taker tool. This is a tool used by the student to take the challenges that were set by the teacher. So we'll use grade 6 math challenge. So you click on it, it gives you a question to identify the prime numbers. So we'll pick 3, 6, and 7. Move on to the next question. This one, let's just pick 3. Move on to the next. And now this question is a bit more complicated. It has have to do with triangles, and the teacher's provided a hint. And the hint button brings up a video with audio and text. And so I'll just click on the hint button. All 3 angles of a triangle always adds up to 180 degrees. So no matter what the shape, you're always going to get 180 degrees. No matter the type of triangle, always 180 degrees. So after getting that hint, the student would be in a better position to answer the question. So you select an answer and move on, and you keep going through these questions. So I won't answer this one, I'll just skip to the next one. And here's another example of about rectangles, and the teacher's provided a hint. This is an example of a rectangle, another example of a rectangle, and one more example of a rectangle. Notice these are all rectangles in different orientation. Each rectangle has 4 right angles, and the definition of a right angle is a 90-degree angle. So here are the 4 right angles or 90-degree angles in this rectangle. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one. So given this information, the student can select an answer and move on. So I'll just quickly go through these without answering, or maybe I'll answer some, and to get to the end of the questions. And now this is the last question, and when you hit the submit button, the system marks all the questions. So the first question was about prime numbers. The student selected 3, that was correct. 6, the student selected 6, that was incorrect, and 7 was correct. And every question is marked by the system. So the teacher doesn't have to worry about it, and the student gets immediate feedback. The system collects the statistics about what was being done and produces a report for the teacher. And I'll just go back to the main screen, and we're back to the beginning. So that's a quick walkthrough of the Challenge Taker, the student tool.